Our planet teems with life, a dazzling array of plants, animals, and microorganisms. This rich tapestry of life, known as biodiversity, is essential for our planet's health and our own survival. Biodiversity provides us with oxygen, clean water, and food. It sustains our ecosystems, regulates our climate, and supports countless species, including our own. Imagine a vast network, each species a delicate thread, interwoven to create the fabric of life. Every loss of a species weakens this fabric, making it more vulnerable to collapse. We rely on this interconnectedness for our well-being. Without biodiversity, our planet would be a barren and inhospitable place. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, all depend on the intricate balance of nature's web. Protecting biodiversity is not just about saving species, it's about safeguarding our own future. One of the biggest threats to biodiversity is habitat loss. Human activities such as deforestation, agriculture, and urban sprawl are rapidly destroying natural habitats. As forests fall, wetlands are drained, and grasslands are converted, countless species lose their homes. Fragmentation further exacerbates the problem. Imagine a once continuous forest now divided by roads, farms, and settlements. These fragmented habitats are like islands, isolating populations and making them more vulnerable to extinction. Species that once thrived in vast areas are now confined to smaller and smaller pockets of habitat. This loss and fragmentation of habitat is a major driver of the current extinction crisis. Climate change is another significant threat to biodiversity. Rising temperatures, changing rainfall patterns, and extreme weather events are disrupting ecosystems and pushing species beyond their limits. Many species are struggling to adapt to these rapid changes. Polar bears, for example, rely on sea ice for hunting seals. As sea ice melts due to rising temperatures, polar bears are losing their hunting grounds and facing starvation. Similarly, coral reefs, home to a quarter of all marine species, are highly sensitive to warming waters. Ocean acidification, another consequence of climate change, further threatens these delicate ecosystems. Climate change is not just a future threat. Its impacts are being felt right now, pushing countless species towards the brink of extinction. The illegal wildlife trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry driven by demand for exotic pets, traditional medicine, and luxury goods. Poaching and trafficking of endangered species are pushing many animals towards extinction. Rhinos, hunted for their horns, are being decimated by poachers. Tigers, prized for their skins and bones, are disappearing from their natural habitats. Pangolins, the most trafficked mammals in the world, are sought after for their scales, used in traditional medicine. The illegal wildlife trade is not only cruel, it is decimating populations of iconic animals and disrupting entire ecosystems. We must work together to combat this trade and protect our planet's precious biodiversity. Section 5. Silent Spring, the decline of bees and its ripple effect. The decline of bees is a stark example of the interconnectedness of life and the far-reaching consequences of biodiversity loss. Bees are vital pollinators, responsible for 1/3 of the food we eat. However, habitat loss, pesticide use, and climate change are threatening bee populations worldwide. As bee numbers dwindle, so too does the yield of crops that depend on them for pollination, such as fruits, vegetables, and nuts. This decline in bees has serious implications for food security and human well-being. The plight of bees is a stark reminder that the loss of even seemingly small creatures can have ripple effects throughout ecosystems and our own lives. Section 6. A Giant's Farewell, Elephants in Peril. Elephants, the largest land animals on Earth, are facing a multitude of threats. Habitat loss due to deforestation and human encroachment is fragmenting elephant populations. Poaching for ivory remains a significant threat, particularly in Africa. Elephants are not just majestic creatures, they play a crucial role in their ecosystems. They create clearings in forests, disperse seeds, and create waterholes that benefit other animals. The loss of elephants would have cascading effects on the delicate balance of their ecosystems. Protecting elephants requires a multifaceted approach, including habitat conservation, anti-poaching efforts, and addressing the demand for ivory. Section 7. Canaries in the coal mine. Amphibians facing extinction. Amphibians such as frogs, toads, and salamanders are often considered canaries in the coal mine when it comes to environmental health. Their permeable skin and dependence on both aquatic and terrestrial habitats make them particularly vulnerable to pollution, habitat loss, and climate change. The alarming rate of amphibian decline is a warning sign of the broader environmental crisis. As amphibians disappear, they signal the degradation of freshwater ecosystems and the loss of biodiversity. Protecting amphibians requires addressing the root causes of environmental degradation and preserving the delicate balance of their habitats. Section 8, Our Shared Fate: Biodiversity Loss and Human Well-Being. The loss of biodiversity is not just an environmental issue, it's a human issue. Our health, well-being, and economies are inextricably linked to the natural world. Biodiversity loss undermines the very foundations of our societies. It impacts our food security as we rely on a diverse range of plants and animals for sustenance. It affects our access to clean water and air, as healthy ecosystems play a crucial role in regulating these vital resources. It also increases our vulnerability to diseases, as biodiversity loss can disrupt natural balances and increase the risk of zoonotic diseases. Protecting biodiversity is not just about saving species, it's about safeguarding our own future. Section 9, A Call to Action: Protecting Our Planet's Future. The loss of biodiversity is a global crisis that demands urgent action. We need to act now to protect our planet's biodiversity for present and future generations. This requires a collective effort from individuals, governments, and organizations worldwide. We can all make a difference by reducing our ecological footprint, supporting sustainable practices, and advocating for policies that protect biodiversity. We need to transition to a more sustainable way of life, one that values and protects the natural world we depend upon. The future of life on Earth, including our own, depends on the choices we make today. Let us choose to be stewards of our planet, protecting its biodiversity and ensuring a healthy and vibrant future for all. As we contemplate the urgent need to protect our planet's biodiversity, it's equally important to recognize and celebrate the success stories in conservation efforts worldwide. These initiatives give us hope and demonstrate that positive change is possible. Consider the reforestation projects in Costa Rica, where deforested land has been transformed back into thriving forests. These efforts have not only restored habitats for countless species, but also improved water quality and sequestered carbon dioxide, mitigating climate change. In Africa, the anti-poaching initiatives in countries like Kenya and Tanzania have seen significant successes. Through the use of technology, community engagement, and stringent law enforcement, these programs have drastically reduced poaching incidents, allowing elephant and rhino populations to recover. Another shining example is the Great Barrier Reef Restoration Project in Australia. Scientists and volunteers are working tirelessly to restore damaged coral reefs by planting new coral and developing more resilient coral species. These efforts are crucial in preserving one of the most biodiverse ecosystems on the planet. In Europe, the reintroduction of the European bison in Poland's Białowieża forest is a testament to the power of conservation. Once on the brink of extinction, the European bison is now thriving, thanks to dedicated conservationists who have worked to restore its natural habitat and ensure its protection. These success stories remind us that our actions can make a tangible difference. By supporting and expanding such initiatives, we can help safeguard the biodiversity that is essential for a healthy and resilient planet. The journey is long, but with collective effort and unwavering commitment, we can turn the tide and secure a vibrant future for all living beings. As we celebrate the success stories in conservation, it's crucial to explore the role of technology in these achievements. Innovative tools and techniques are revolutionizing the way we protect and preserve our planet's biodiversity. Drones have become invaluable in monitoring wildlife and their habitats. In the dense rainforests of the Amazon, drones are used to track illegal logging activities and monitor the health of the forest. This eye in the sky allows conservationists to gather real-time data without disturbing the natural environment. Artificial intelligence, AI, is another game changer. AI-powered cameras and sensors can identify and count species, detect poaching activities, and even predict animal movement. In Africa, AI is used to analyze camera trap images, quickly identifying endangered species and alerting rangers to potential threats. Satellite imagery provides a bird's-eye view of our planet, enabling large-scale monitoring of ecosystems. These images help track changes in land use, deforestation, and habitat fragmentation. By analyzing satellite data, scientists can assess the health of ecosystems and identify areas in need of protection. In marine conservation, underwater drones and remote sensing technology are used to map and monitor coral reefs. These tools allow researchers to study the impacts of climate change and human activities on marine life, providing critical information for restoration projects. These technological advancements are empowering conservationists to work more efficiently and effectively. By harnessing the power of technology, we can better understand and protect the intricate web of life that sustains our planet. The fusion of technology and conservation offers a beacon of hope. It exemplifies how human ingenuity, when aligned with the goal of preserving nature, can lead to groundbreaking solutions. As we continue to innovate, we move closer to a future where biodiversity thrives and our planet remains vibrant and resilient. While technology plays a crucial role in conservation, the heart of these efforts often lies within local communities. Across the globe, communities are banding together, driven by a shared commitment to protect their natural surroundings and ensure a sustainable future. In the forests of Borneo, indigenous communities have taken the lead in protecting their land from deforestation. Through initiatives like community mapping and sustainable forestry practices, they are not only preserving their environment, but also their cultural heritage. Their intimate knowledge of the land, passed down through generations, is invaluable in identifying key areas that need protection. In Kenya, the Maasai community has established wildlife conservancies that have transformed the landscape. By integrating traditional knowledge with modern conservation techniques, they have created safe havens for endangered species like lions and elephants. These conservancies also provide eco-tourism opportunities, generating income that supports both the community and conservation efforts. In the Amazon, local tribes are working alongside conservationists to monitor and protect vast stretches of rainforest. They use a combination of traditional tracking methods and modern technology to combat illegal logging and poaching. Their deep connection to the land makes them formidable guardians of one of the world's most biodiverse regions. In coastal areas, fishing communities are adopting sustainable practices to protect marine life. In the Philippines, community-led marine protected areas have seen a resurgence of fish populations and coral health. These initiatives not only secure food sources for future generations, but also enhance the resilience of marine ecosystems against climate change. These examples highlight the power of community involvement in conservation. When local people are empowered and given a stake in protecting their environment, the results are profound. They bring a unique blend of traditional knowledge and innovative thinking, creating solutions that are both effective and sustainable. Community involvement ensures that conservation efforts are rooted in the realities of the land and the lives of those who depend on it. It fosters a sense of ownership and responsibility, inspiring more people to join the cause. Together we can build a future where both nature and humanity thrive in harmony. As we look to the future, it's clear that the path to successful conservation lies not just in technology or policy, but in the hands of those who live closest to the land. Their dedication and resilience offer hope and a blueprint for a sustainable world. While community involvement is vital in conservation efforts, the role of policy and legislation cannot be understated. Robust legal frameworks at both national and international levels are essential for safeguarding wildlife and their habitats. International treaties like the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES, play a crucial role in regulating the trade of endangered species. By enforcing strict guidelines and penalties, CITES has been instrumental in curbing illegal wildlife trade and ensuring that species are not driven to extinction due to commercial exploitation. Similarly, the Convention on Biological Diversity, CBD, aims to promote sustainable development and protect biodiversity. Through its various protocols and strategic plans, the CBD provides a comprehensive approach to biodiversity conservation, encouraging countries to integrate these principles into their national policies. On a national level, laws such as the Endangered Species Act in the United States provide critical protection for species at risk. This legislation mandates the identification and protection of endangered and threatened species, as well as their habitats. It also requires federal agencies to ensure that their actions do not jeopardize the continued existence of these species. In many countries, wildlife protection laws are complemented by environmental impact assessments. These assessments evaluate the potential effects of development projects on wildlife and their habitats, ensuring that conservation considerations are integrated into planning and decision-making processes. Policy and legislation also play a key role in addressing issues like habitat destruction and pollution. For instance, the European Union's Natura 2000 network is a collection of protected areas aimed at preserving Europe's most valuable and threatened species and habitats. This network is supported by the EU's Birds and Habitats Directives, which provide legal protection for these areas and the species that inhabit them. Enforcement is a critical component of effective legislation. Without proper enforcement mechanisms, even the most well-crafted laws can fall short. This is where international cooperation and support become essential. Organizations like Interpol and the World Customs Organization work alongside national authorities to combat wildlife crime, ensuring that laws are upheld and violators are held accountable. Policies and legislation form the backbone of global conservation efforts. They provide the structure and authority needed to protect wildlife and their habitats, ensuring that conservation measures are legally binding and enforceable. However, the success of these laws depends on the commitment and collaboration of governments, organizations, and individuals worldwide. By strengthening and enforcing wildlife protection laws, we can create a safer world for all species. Through international treaties, national legislation, and cooperative enforcement, we can build a future where wildlife thrives alongside human development. Together, we can ensure that our planet's incredible biodiversity is preserved for generations to come. As we look to the future, the landscape of conservation is poised for transformative change, driven by current trends and potential advancements. With the rapid pace of technological innovation, tools like artificial intelligence, drones, and satellite imagery are becoming increasingly integral in monitoring and protecting wildlife. These technologies offer unprecedented precision and efficiency, enabling conservationists to track animal movements, assess habitat health, and respond swiftly to threats. Moreover, the rise of citizen science platforms allows individuals from all walks of life to contribute to conservation efforts. Through apps and online databases, everyday people can record wildlife sightings, report illegal activities, and participate in data collection, amplifying the reach and impact of professional researchers. The integration of conservation into broader societal frameworks is also gaining momentum. Sustainable development goals, corporate social responsibility initiatives, and green financing are aligning economic activities with environmental stewardship. Companies are recognizing the value of biodiversity and are increasingly investing in sustainable practices that protect natural resources while ensuring long-term profitability. Climate change remains one of the most pressing challenges, but it also serves as a catalyst for innovative solutions. Renewable energy technologies, habitat restoration projects, and climate-resilient agricultural practices are being developed to mitigate the impacts of climate change on wildlife. These efforts not only protect species but also enhance ecosystem services that are vital for human well-being. In the realm of policy, there is a growing recognition of the need for adaptive governance. Dynamic policies that can respond to emerging threats and changing conditions are essential for effective conservation. International cooperation and transboundary conservation initiatives are becoming more prevalent, reflecting the interconnected nature of our planet's ecosystems. Community involvement remains a cornerstone of conservation success. Indigenous knowledge and local stewardship are increasingly being integrated into conservation strategies, ensuring that solutions are culturally relevant and sustainable. Empowering communities to take ownership of their natural resources fosters a sense of responsibility and resilience. As we move forward, the future of conservation is one of hope and possibility. By embracing technological advancements, fostering global cooperation, and integrating conservation into the fabric of society, we can create a world where both people and wildlife thrive. The journey ahead is challenging, but with collective effort and unwavering commitment, we can safeguard our planet's incredible biodiversity for generations to come. Conservation isn't just the responsibility of scientists, policymakers, and large organizations. Each of us has a role to play in protecting our planet's biodiversity. Here are some practical tips and advice on how you can contribute to conservation efforts in your daily life. First, consider adopting a more sustainable lifestyle. Simple actions like reducing your use of single-use plastics, conserving water, and cutting down on energy consumption can have a significant impact. Switch to reusable bags, bottles, and containers, and choose energy-efficient appliances to minimize your environmental footprint. Next, support local and sustainable products. By choosing to buy from companies that prioritize environmentally friendly practices, you are encouraging more businesses to adopt sustainable methods. Look for certifications like Fair Trade, Rainforest Alliance, or Organic to ensure that your purchases are contributing to the protection of ecosystems and wildlife. Another powerful way to make a difference is through reducing your meat consumption. The livestock industry is a major driver of habitat destruction and greenhouse gas emissions. By incorporating more plant-based meals into your diet, you can help reduce the demand for meat and the associated environmental impact. Getting involved in local conservation efforts is also crucial. Volunteer for clean-up events, tree planting activities, or wildlife monitoring programs in your community. These hands-on experiences not only help the environment, but also connect you with like-minded individuals and foster a deeper appreciation for nature. Education and advocacy are key components of conservation. Stay informed about environmental issues and share your knowledge with others. Use social media platforms to raise awareness and advocate for policies that protect wildlife and natural habitats. Your voice can inspire others to take action and drive collective change. Finally, consider supporting conservation organizations financially if you are able to. Donations, no matter the size, can provide essential resources for projects that protect endangered species and restore ecosystems. Many organizations also offer memberships that provide regular updates and opportunities to get involved. Remember, every small action counts. By making conscious choices and encouraging others to do the same, you can contribute to a healthier, more sustainable world. Together we can make a difference and ensure that our planet's incredible biodiversity thrives for generations to come. Biodiversity is not only crucial for the health of our planet, but it also provides significant economic benefits. One of the most important economic advantages is the ecosystem services that diverse biological systems offer. These services include pollination, water purification, climate regulation, and soil fertility, all of which are essential for agriculture and other industries. Healthy ecosystems also support fisheries and forestry, providing resources that millions of people rely on for their livelihoods. Pollination by bees and other insects, for example, is vital for the production of many crops. Without these pollinators, the agricultural sector would face enormous challenges, leading to higher food prices and economic instability. Water purification by wetlands and forests helps maintain clean water supplies, reducing the need for expensive water treatment facilities. Another significant economic benefit of biodiversity is its potential for sustainable tourism. Many people travel to experience the natural beauty and wildlife of diverse ecosystems, generating income for local communities and creating jobs in tourism and hospitality. National parks, wildlife reserves, and marine sanctuaries attract millions of visitors each year, contributing billions of dollars to the global economy. Sustainable tourism not only provides economic benefits, but also encourages the conservation of natural habitats. When local communities see the financial value of protecting their environment, they are more likely to engage in conservation efforts. In addition to these direct economic benefits, biodiversity also has potential for future economic opportunities. The genetic diversity found in plants and animals can lead to the development of new medicines, agricultural products, and other innovations. Protecting biodiversity ensures that we maintain a reservoir of genetic resources that could be crucial for future scientific and economic advancements. By recognizing and valuing the economic benefits of biodiversity, we can create incentives for conservation and sustainable use of natural resources. Investing in the protection of our planet's biodiversity is not only an environmental imperative, but also a smart economic strategy that can lead to long-term prosperity and resilience. In conclusion, the economic benefits of biodiversity are vast and multifaceted, from ecosystem services that support agriculture and clean water, to the potential for sustainable tourism and future innovations, biodiversity is a valuable asset that we must protect. By understanding and promoting these economic advantages, we can build a stronger case for conservation and ensure a sustainable future for all. As we move forward in our journey to protect biodiversity, education and awareness play crucial roles. Around the world, a variety of educational programs and awareness campaigns are making a significant impact in promoting conservation and the importance of biodiversity. Schools and universities are incorporating environmental education into their curriculums, teaching students about the intricate web of life and the importance of preserving it. Interactive programs such as field trips to nature reserves and hands-on conservation projects provide students with real-world experiences that foster a deep appreciation for the natural world. Non-profit organizations and governments are also stepping up, launching extensive awareness campaigns that reach millions. Social media, documentaries and public service announcements are powerful tools in spreading the message about the importance of biodiversity. These campaigns often feature stunning visuals and compelling stories that capture the public's attention and inspire action. One notable example is the Earth Hour campaign, organized by the World Wildlife Fund. This global movement encourages individuals, communities and businesses to turn off their lights for 1 hour to raise awareness about climate change and biodiversity loss. It serves as a powerful reminder of the collective impact we can have when we come together for a common cause. In addition, local communities are creating grassroots movements to protect their unique ecosystems. Community-led initiatives such as tree planting drives, wildlife monitoring programs and cleanup campaigns empower individuals to take direct action in their own backyards. These efforts not only contribute to conservation but also build a sense of community and shared responsibility. Moreover, partnerships between governments, NGOs and private sectors are fostering innovative educational programs. For example, the Global Environment Facility's Small Grants program supports projects that combine traditional knowledge with modern conservation techniques. These initiatives often involve local communities in the decision-making process, ensuring that conservation efforts are culturally relevant and sustainable. By investing in educational programs and awareness campaigns, we can create a more informed and engaged society. When people understand the value of biodiversity and the threats it faces, they are more likely to support and participate in conservation efforts. In conclusion, education and awareness are vital components of the fight to protect biodiversity. Through innovative programs and compelling campaigns, we can inspire a global movement for conservation, ensuring a sustainable future for generations to come. Join us in this mission. Together we can make a difference. Zoos and aquariums have long been places of wonder and discovery, where people of all ages can marvel at the incredible diversity of life on our planet. But beyond the exhibits and attractions, these institutions play a vital role in conservation efforts worldwide. One of the most significant contributions of zoos and aquariums is their involvement in breeding programs for endangered species. Through carefully managed breeding initiatives, these institutions help to maintain and even increase the populations of species that are on the brink of extinction. For example, the California condor, once critically endangered, has seen its numbers rebound thanks to the dedicated efforts of zoos participating in breeding and release programs. Moreover, these breeding programs are not just about increasing numbers, they also focus on maintaining genetic diversity, which is crucial for the long-term survival of species. By collaborating with other zoos and conservation organizations globally, these institutions create a network of genetic reservoirs that can be tapped into for future conservation efforts. In addition to breeding programs, zoos and aquariums are powerful platforms for public education. They offer unique opportunities for visitors to learn about wildlife and the importance of conservation in an engaging and interactive way. Educational programs, such as keeper talks, behind-the-scenes tours and interactive exhibits provide visitors with a deeper understanding of the challenges faced by wildlife and the steps we can take to protect them. Furthermore, many zoos and aquariums are involved in field conservation projects, supporting efforts to protect habitats and wildlife in their natural environments. By funding and participating in these projects, they extend their impact beyond their own walls, contributing to global conservation goals. Public engagement is another critical aspect of their work. By fostering a love and appreciation for wildlife, zoos and aquariums inspire visitors to take action in their own lives. Whether it's through supporting conservation organizations, making sustainable choices, or advocating for wildlife protection, the ripple effect of these experiences can lead to meaningful change. In conclusion, zoos and aquariums are indispensable allies in the fight to preserve biodiversity. Their breeding programs, educational efforts, and field conservation projects all contribute to a more sustainable future for our planet. As we continue our journey to protect the natural world, the role of these institutions will remain as crucial as ever. Join us in supporting the vital work of zoos and aquariums. Together, we can make a difference for the wildlife and ecosystems that enrich our lives and sustain our planet. Throughout history, humans have been responsible for the decline of countless species, but there are also stories of redemption and hope. In this scene, we celebrate the success stories in conservation, highlighting species that have been brought back from the brink of extinction. One of the most inspiring examples is the California condor. By the 1980s, only 27 individuals remained in the wild, but thanks to intensive breeding and release programs led by zoos and conservation organizations, their population has now increased to over 400 birds, with many soaring once again in the wild. Another heartening story is that of the Arabian oryx. Once declared extinct in the wild, a captive breeding program initiated by zoos around the world has successfully reintroduced this majestic antelope to its native habitats. Today, there are over 1,000 Arabian oryx roaming free in the deserts of the Arabian Peninsula. The story of the black-footed ferret is equally remarkable. Thought to be extinct in the wild until a small population was discovered in Wyoming in the 1980s, conservationists quickly acted. Through captive breeding and reintroduction efforts, the population has grown, and these ferrets are once again thriving in their native grasslands. The Przewalski's horse, the last truly wild horse species, also faced extinction. With only a handful left in captivity, a global effort to breed and reintroduce them into the wild has been successful. Now these horses roam the steppes of Mongolia, a testament to what can be achieved through coordinated conservation efforts. These success stories are a testament to the power of collaboration, dedication, and the unwavering belief that we can make a difference. They remind us that even when faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges, hope and action can pave the way for recovery. As we continue to strive for a future where all species can thrive, let these stories inspire us to support and engage in conservation efforts. Together we can ensure that the legacy we leave is one of preservation and respect for the incredible biodiversity that sustains our planet. Join us in celebrating these victories and supporting the ongoing efforts to protect our planet's precious wildlife. Every action counts, and together we can make a difference.